The Sarasota County Eldercare channel is brought to you by Mike Levine and the great folks of Home Instead of South Sarasota County. Today's guest is Lucky Grenier, owner of Distinct Auctions Online.
Welcome to the Sarasota County Eldercare channel. I'm Marianne Gordon with Home Instead in Venice, Florida. Today I'm here with Lucky Grenier from Distinct Auctions Online. How are you today, Lucky?
I'm doing wonderful.
Great. Lucky, can you tell me a little bit about Distinct Auctions Online?
I can. Distinct Auctions is a full-service auction house. We're dedicated to the process of helping individuals with the overwhelming task of liquidation.
Okay, well, how do I go about consigning items or auctioning items?
Well, most times it starts with an outside source that's requesting liquidation. Those outside sources can be somebody that is downsizing, or maybe somebody that's lost a loved one, or even a business that is closing.
What types of services do you offer in the auction process?
Well, the first thing we do is we make sure that they fully understand the contract. That's very important to us. Then we determine what has to be sold. We take care of the packing and the moving, sometimes doing entire cleanouts if necessary. After that, we take it back to our auction house. We will do the photography, the research, the clean and repair if necessary. We take care of the setup, the cataloging. Then we do the auctioneering, making sure that we have done the advertising properly. After that, there's a certain amount of items that will not sell, and we can take care of the disposal as well.
Right. So how does the actual online process work, auction online process work?
Well, we take many photographs.
Okay,
and that's a very important part of it. And then we do detailed description, and using an online platform, get worldwide exposure for our buyers who are bidding against each other, creating the situation where we can get the highest dollar for that item.
Wow, so it is a worldwide audience that you've got.
Absolutely.
That's pretty huge. All right, so Lucky, I have a painting and it's worth $500,000. I come to you and I say I want this auction. How do you determine the value of that painting?
Well, anything that we don't know about right offhand, we do research on the particular items to see what they have sold for recently. That's very important. And then we can have a intelligent discussion with our sellers, our consigners, in order to come at a starting price for it.
All right. So how does the bidding process work? My item is up. How does that process go about?
Well, anybody that is a registered bidder will be able to bid on the items. And whether they're registered in-house or whether they're registered online, they will be able to bid against each other and drive the price to the highest dollar value.
How long does the bidding last, typically?
It can really average. It depends on how much interest, how many people are bidding against each other. It takes two in order to create a higher dollar value. If you only have two people that are interested and they're bidding against each other, it may last relatively quick. We have seen where it can go as quick as 20 seconds and as much as 2 minutes. I mean, it really depends on the item and the enthusiasm and how badly they want.
That's right. Very interesting. So now my painting has sold. How do I ensure that my painting is going to be in safekeeping? Like if there's any kind of damage to it, how am I going to be compensated?
Well, we carry a $2 million general liability and damage policy to protect our consigners.
Okay, so my painting's well insured.
All taken care of.
All right, so once my item sells, who takes care of getting it to the buyer?
Once it's sold, the buyer is actually responsible. Whether they are in-house, if they're in-house, they usually will take possession that night. If it's a very large item and they need to bring a truck, they'll make arrangements for picking it up the next day or the next several days.
Okay.
If it's an online item that has been sold, we provide several different shipping companies on our website, and they will make, it's their responsibility. They actually make all the arrangements, and the shipping company will pick up right at our door and pack it up and send it out.
Okay, nice. After my item sells, how long will it take for me to get paid?
In most cases, our in-house auction is 7 days. The money is readily available since they usually in-house they're paying that night. Our online auction is a little bit longer. It's usually within 30 days. We have to make sure that the item has been received, that they are satisfied, and that they're sticking with their payment that they made to us before we can pay our consigners.
All right. Lucky, one last question. What makes Distinct Auctions Online different from other auction companies?
Well, it would have to be our honesty and hard work. We try very hard to make sure that we treat everybody fair, whether it's the buyer or the seller. And we just want everybody to be happy in the process.
Yeah, I can see that you're passionate about what you do, and when you talk about honesty and treating people fairly, that's important to Home Instead also. Lucky, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. You've given our viewers a wealth of information about your company, and I hope you come back again. We'll do a follow-up interview at some time.
We'd love to.
Maybe get a little more in depth.
That would be great.
Thank you again for watching the Sarasota County Eldercare channel. I'm Mary Ann Gordon with Home Instead. Until next time.